Man, that's why it's so important for us to cross that finish line. You know, men live life on hard mode. Like, man, an undisciplined man is like one of the worst things, man, in the world. An undisciplined man. That's why it's important for you to achieve things so your life can be on easy mode. Until you cross that, until you cross that line, man, your life gonna be on hard mode. That's why guys pursue the bag because they don't want to live on hard mode. That's why men go out there and get rich because they hate living on hard mode. Can you imagine if P. Diddy or Jay-Z or 50 Cent would have never had crossed that finish line in their youth? Their life would have been hell, man. Life would be, it sucks as you age more too, man. I noticed that. Your life starts getting harder as you age without money. Especially with females. You live life on hard mode, man, if you ain't got that money, bro. That's important, man. Cause then life, think about it, man. You get the bag, your life be on easy mode. You ain't struggling with nothing. A better life is what you seek, man. An easier life is what you seek, not a hard life. Boy, if you don't get that money, your life gonna be hard. It's either you do or die at this point, man. It's like if you don't get money, you're gonna struggle with everything. The dating market, getting a nice car, getting a house. It's gonna be struggle, 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 struggle. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, man, after a while you get frustrated, man. It's crazy, bro. Let's get the hell out of here, man. Now I'm working and it's hard to get ahead. Yeah, man. It's hard to get ahead because nature intended that way for you to live on hard mode, man. Men gotta live on hard mode. That's what nature intended us to do, man. No, women gotta live on easy mode and you gotta live on hard mode. You don't have the same privileges and the same options or as many options as women nowadays. That's why when women come around my channel and they talk shit or they make videos about me, it's like, you know, you're making a video about somebody that you don't really understand. And a lot of you women don't understand what we go through. You don't understand, you know, the life of a man. They don't. That's why I ignore those videos that people make about me and stuff like that. Especially if it's a woman making a video about me. I'm like, please, bitch, you don't even know the half of what being a man is truly about. You don't even know the half of what we go through. Cause bitch, we gotta achieve things to have a good life, or a better life, or an easier life. We have to achieve things in life. If you don't achieve nothing, you're gonna have a fucked up life, all the way to the end. But to me, bro. Right now, the life I'm living is not a good life. I don't want to be here for the rest of my life. You feel what I'm saying? It's either you achieve or you leave. I said it because it rhymed. You know, I try to make it make sense, but I guess you know what I mean, right? Either you achieve or you leave. You know, the dating scene. And leaving the dating scene is not good, man. Once you left the dating scene, man, you know, it's gonna be hard to make a comeback. You know what I'm saying? That's why getting money is important for your life as a man. I don't know what I was thinking to like not continue to pursue the bag when I was younger, man. Why did I give up on music? I don't understand. I think once I get a bag, I might get back into music again. I think I might get back into music again, bro. Just start investing my money in music again. And this time I have a bigger bag to work with. I'm having pho today, man, for lunch. I'm having pho. That's what I'm gonna do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, cause your life is like this. It's either like you get accomplishments or achievements, or you get the money, right? It's either that or suffer for the remainder of your life. And then being alone by yourself as you get older. It's like it becomes more of a reality. There's plenty of guys right now in their 60s alone, bro, because they didn't get the bag while they were young. You feel what I'm saying? You live life on hard mode, man, because nature intended for you to be. Because you're supposed to be the protector and the provider. That's what nature wanted you to be. You feel what I'm saying? That's what nature wanted you to be. They want you to be whoever created us. They wanted us to be the protector and the provider. So that's a hard job. If you're not the protector or the provider, you're a lost cause, man. You're done for. Only the men who are the protectors and the providers get to pass on their genetics with ease, man. If you ain't that, you ain't gonna be able to have a good life with females at all, period. And I pop my pee on purpose, period. If you ain't a protector and a provider, bruh, if you ain't got yourself together financially, yes, you're gonna struggle. Period. Period. Because you're not meeting the standards. You know, you're not taking care of your business, man. Too many guys out here living in cars that are 60 years old, man, by themselves. Doing DoorDash and shit like that. Just so they can make ends meet. I know a cat right now, the older cat that I talk about all the time, that lives in his car over here. He's 60. Still doing DoorDash, bro. Like, bro, at 60, you're supposed to be past DoorDash, man. Some niggas they never, like, get to the next level. They stay in one spot their whole entire life. They struggle. All the way to the end, bro. And you wonder why you're struggling in the dating market, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You struggle in this dating market because you're lacking some things, man.
Wait.
Money, height, looks. You know what I'm saying? You struggle because you're lacking some things. So we live life on hard mode because that's the way it was intended for us to be, man. We gotta become successful, man, to have a better life with females, bro. Now there are some dudes that don't become successful. They struggle and they work all the way to the end, man. Some motherfuckers never escape the rat race. They die in the rat race. You feel what I'm saying? I know my dad did. He never became successful not one time in his life. So he never got to see anything pop. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I say, while you young, man, you chase that bag while you young, bro. Don't be wasting no time chasing no bitches, man. Kick them bitches to the curb, bro. Get the bag. That's a must-have. That's a must-have out here in these streets. You don't have the bag, you don't have nothing in life, bro. You ain't got a life. You ain't got a life. If you don't have money, you don't have a life, bro. Your life is shit. Your life is shit, bro. Until you get money in your pocket, and then everything will be a lot better, man. Until you get the bag, your life is gonna be shit. It ain't gonna be nothing. Complaining about the situation ain't gonna do nothing. You know, I guess I should have ate that bagel. I should have stayed on my fasting, but you know, we'll go back to fasting tomorrow. I want a cream cheese bagel at least once a week, man. Tomorrow we go back to fasting again. Like I said, bruh, you have nothing without money. Can you ever notice that? You ever notice that dudes without money and looks, or just average looks, they struggle the most? It's a struggle, man. And as you get older, it gets worse. The age pill kick in, bro. That's what's happening to me. I'm getting old. I miss them days where I could just attract women with just looks. I miss those days. But them days are slowly fading away. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I always promote that shit on my channel, man. Get the fucking bag, man. Your life would be a lot easier. We want to struggle for things, man. You get tired of that shit, bro. You get tired of fucking struggling. You feel me? I forgot something. Feel what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do to survive, man. This ain't a life to be living out here like this. Living poor sucks, bro. And some people are fine with it. You know, they're cool with living poor their whole entire life, just barely getting by. Sometimes you gotta say, you know what? Fuck being poor. I'm going after the bag. And I know it's gonna be long term, but fuck it. Eventually I'll get there. I come back, man. I come back. I get it when I come back. Shit. Life is hard for men out here, man. And the thing is, as a man, ain't nothing easy to get unless you hit the genetic lottery, becoming a Chad or a Tyrone. Then, you know, your life is shit. Without the bag, as an average man, and definitely a below average man, you ain't shit, bro. You ain't shit. You get left out of the dating pool, man. You get kicked out. And then you age yourself out too, man. That's why we gotta focus on that money. I don't care what your mama and your daddy said. I don't care what your cousins say. I don't care what your whole entire family say, bro. Fuck them. Chase the bag, bro. They want to live in misery for the rest of their life. My sister want to be broke for the rest of her life. I don't want to have nothing to do with her. Chase the fucking goddamn bag. Fuck her. Fuck what she got to say. Because she's not a fucking man. She don't understand what we gotta do to fucking have a better life with females or with the opposite sex. They don't understand what a man goes through. Fuck you motherfucking bitches. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta get the bag. It'll make your life easier, bruh. Your life will be on easy mode. Imagine that nigga Diddy, bruh. He been living on easy mode because he made the right decisions when he was young. He pursued music, and he pursued it with a passion too. And now look how the nigga been living on easy mode for 30 years. He been living on easy mode, bro. Because he was so aggressive when he was going after that bag, bro. He was so aggressive. And he's been living rich like a king. Ever since he was in his 20s, bro. He been living like with women. Can you imagine like getting the bag and living easy mode with females? You just lose a girl and be like, oh, I got another one. Oh, I lost that girl. Oh, I got another one. Oh, me and her broke up. Oh, I got another one. God damn, and it's easy to get too. It's like when you're rich, you can replace a fine bitch just like that. That's why dudes pursue the bag. They don't want to have a bad life with females. They want to have an easy life with females. You know what I'm saying? They want it easy. Yeah, I know he in trouble with the law right now. But I'm talking about the lifestyle that Diddy lived, bruh. With women, how easy it was for him to get access to the vagina. It was like taking candy from a baby. Just so we want to have easy access to coochie whenever I feel like it. Whenever you feel like it. You don't want to have to struggle a day in your life getting a woman on your arm, bro. You get the money, life becomes easy with women, bro. Just easily replace a female if she act up. Don't have to deal with her bullshit. I don't deal with your bullshit. I got Angela down the street that want to give me some pussy. You know what I'm saying? You know. And I know Diddy, he in trouble. But I'm talking about his lifestyle. I've been looking at that nigga lifestyle lately. You know, with this trial stuff going on with Diddy, it's been making me pay attention to more of his lifestyle than the trial going on. I don't give a care. I don't care about Diddy like that. I want to see the lifestyle. I'm paying attention to the motherfucker who had a beautiful woman his whole entire life, bro. Like he never struggled a day to get women, bro. Ever since he got involved with music, bro, he survived that shit, bro. Ain't no problem getting women, bro. Like, man, fuck that. We gotta get this bag, man. We gotta get this bag. We gotta get this money. Cause we gonna continue to live on hard mode if we don't get this bag. You know what I'm saying? He's going to where there's no women. Well, Diddy is suspect, so might as well say that he going around a bunch of women because they say he bisexual. He go both ways. So even though there's no evidence that he is gay, you know, but people are saying that Diddy swing both ways. But we still haven't had any evidence that he goes both ways. No real solid proof. People make videos, you know, about Diddy being gay and stuff, being suspect, but there's no real proof, bro. Where the proof? Where the cameras at? Where's him kissing up on a man somewhere, you know, in public or something? You know, there's no proof. But they say he a down low dude, you know what I'm saying? That he be doing it behind closed doors, not in the open. But we still don't have no evidence of him being suspect. I mean, he's suspect, but no evidence of him being gay. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the lifestyle, on the other hand. I want that lifestyle. I want to be able to pull a woman just like that with the snap of my motherfucking fingers, man. I don't want to struggle. I just want it to be served to me on a silver platter, man.
Wait.
I want to be served, you know, hot, wet, moist pussy on a silver platter. I want to be served hot, wet, moist pussy on a silver platter. That's why I'm chasing the bag right now. You feel what I'm saying? I want to be served hot, wet, moist pussy on a straight up platter, bro. You know, that's what I gotta do, man. You know, I want my life to be living on easy mode, especially when it comes to women. Because living on hard mode sucks. Living on hard mode sucks ass. It sucks monkey balls, bro. And that's the way it is, bro. Like, if you don't get your bread together, if you don't get the bag, if you don't do what you gotta do to survive, bro, you's a sitting duck, man. You feel what I'm saying? Your goose is cooked, bro. As they say, right? You know, your goose is cooked. Like that guy Savvy, man, that guy's finished, bro. He talking about he gonna be an engineer. Man, we ain't seen no proof of no engineering classes or nothing. He just talking. Cause it's kind of hard to go from like not being a go-getter to a go-getter all of a sudden. You can't be a go-getter like that, like out of the blue. Like me, I've always been a go-getter, but I have always got easily distracted by women. But since there's no distraction, you know, from women right now, you know, I'm on cruise control. You feel what I'm saying? I'm floating to the bag. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of built in me to be a go-getter. Just me being distracted by women, by hoes. You know what I'm saying? get distracted. That's been my problem throughout the years. Up and down in weight, all the other shit that's been fucking my dating life up. The weight fuck your dating life up, man. Your weight will fuck your dating life up. A big ass pot belly and a double chin can fuck your life up with females, bro. You feel me? Especially if you ain't got the height. You see, as me, I realize there's certain things that I can't do. You know, like chunk up. That'll ruin my life in dating. You know, because you're not very tall. So it becomes more about your face if you're under 6 feet tall. So you can't have a whole lot of fat on your face. You can't afford to have a lot of fat on your face under 6 feet tall. There's certain, you know, you feel what I'm saying? There's certain things that you're not allowed to do unless you're super rich. Now, if you're super rich, you can put on the pounds and it don't affect your dating life. You know, if you got status too, that's even better. You got money and status, you could be Fat Joe, you could be, what's his name, Rick Ross. You know, you could be these guys, be big and still get hoes, man, because the money is there. But I realized as I gotten older, I started realizing that as a broke man, you can't afford to chunk up. No. Fat and broke, those two things don't mix, man. You looking to struggle if you're gonna put on a gang of pounds if you ain't working out. See, at least if you swole, you yoke, you know what I'm saying, you at low percentage body fat, you can still get laid. Yeah, you broke, but you can still get access to the vagina. That's something that I understand. You can't have a bunch of struggles going on. You're struggling with weight. Your weight is, you big, you ain't got the pockets. You know, like at least if you're broke, you gotta at least have a six pack, so females can still desire you, you know, physically. You know what I'm saying? And they'll still fuck you even though you're broke. But I noticed something that you can't have a whole lot of struggles going on, like broke, fat, under 6 feet tall. That's like a recipe for the struggle, bro. That's a recipe for struggle, bro. That's a recipe for struggle. You feel what I'm saying? You just can't, you feel what I'm saying? You cannot struggle everywhere. You're struggling, you know, you got a hot pot belly and then you're broke. You ain't got no money on top of that. Man, you gotta pick a struggle because you can't struggle in all those areas, bro. Pick a pick a struggle, you feel me? Yeah, you could be maybe struggling in the height, you know, maybe struggling in the weight. But you have that money, it don't matter. It'll overcome all of that. You got money, it don't matter if you're under 6 feet tall and overweight. You got a lot of money, okay, it makes up for those two struggles. But if you overweight and you fat and you under 6 feet tall and you're broke, no. All three of those, you can't have it. You can't, nope. No. Man, that's something I noticed. Because when I'm at low percentage body fat, I don't really struggle like I do when I'm at a high body fat percentage, man. You know, pick a motherfucking struggle, bro. That's what your ass need to do right now. Pick a struggle, because you can't have them. You can't have them all. You know, maybe you might not be a Chad or a Tyrone, but yeah, I got low percentage body fat, I'm muscular, I work out, I keep my body in shape, and my money is right. So, okay, there's this one struggle. Okay, he under 6 feet tall, that's a struggle within itself. He's not a Tyrone or a Chad. If it was, that's two struggles, but everything else is covered. He got a lot of money. He got the bag, right? He got the bag. He got, he got status. He got all that stuff going on that make up for whatever he struggled with. Make up for whatever he's lacking in, right? Like when I look at a female and I see her like 5 foot tall, you feel me? And I'm like, God damn. But her cuteness overrides the 5 foot. Because I don't really like 5 foot female. That's too goddamn short for me, man. That's midget style, bro. Feel what I'm saying? That's midget style for me, bro. And you're bald, yeah. Yeah. If you're balding, as Faces LMS said, man, it's a wrap. It's over. If you balding, man, if you don't have hair, man, it's over for you, bro. I get so tickled when I hear that nowadays. It's completely over. Man, you are finished. Damn. Just straight up balding for no reason. I seen cats like that go overseas, man. They balding and everything. You don't think that overseas looks matter too? It don't matter as much, but looks matter out there if you want something authentic. Looks and age matters. Remember that. Don't be delusional overseas either. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats out there, they 60 talk about, yeah, this 21-year-old woman love me for me. Okay, come back to the Matrix and try that bullshit. And try to pull you a 21-year-old female as a 60-year-old man. Man, that's gonna be tough. That shit would not work. That's why your ass is over there, because you couldn't do that shit in the West. Them females ain't checking for no 60-year-old dude that's broke, man. Now, if you 60 and you got a lot of money, then that's different. But if you a guy that's just got a pension or just some online business that ain't really pulling no money in, man, you know what I'm saying? That's why dudes are getting passports to prevent from it being over for them. Because they know in the West, man, out here, it's tough. The date market is tough out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, stick a fork in you, man, you're done. You're done. You're finished. If I put on pounds as short as I am, I'm short, I'm like 5'9", 5'10", somewhere around there, right? But because I'm under 6 feet, I'm under 6 feet tall, I can't afford to put on weight in the dating market like this. How competitive it is. You know what I'm saying? Like other motherfuckers around here, they ain't swole like me around here, man. So I'm kind of one of a kind, because I don't see no other muscular dudes around here. I do see them every now and then. They might be like riding a bike or something, but when you in shape, man, that increases your chances of getting laid, and it gives you an edge over other men. That's why men do it, because I want an edge over other men. I want to be chosen. You feel what I'm saying? I want to be chosen out here in the streets. I don't want to be not chosen. I don't want to be undesirable. That's why I work out. It keeps me desirable. With younger females too. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of cats don't understand, bro. You can't be lacking in all areas, man. I noticed that, man. If you are a bum or you're on the street, you're homeless, you can't afford to be fat and homeless at the same time. Hell, some of these women, it don't matter. They'll fuck you still, even though you homeless. They'll still fuck you. But if you in shape, you look good, they still fuck you. I see homeless Chads get pussy all the time. Homeless Chads and homeless Tyrones still get pussy, bro. Hell, at one point in my life when I was younger and I ran away from home from my mom and I was living at some female house, I was still getting pussy even though I didn't have a place to stay. But I was youthful, I was young. You know what I'm saying? I look good still. You know, you could be a homeless bum on the street, bro. As long as you look good to a woman, she'll pick you up. And that's been my problem. It's like, dude, you homeless and you overweight too. Nigga, work out. You know there's competition everywhere. Ain't no time to be slacking. Ain't no time to be not working out. Work out so you can attract. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I tell myself all the time, man. Can't afford to be broke and overweight at the same time. It's just like guys gotta understand, like, overweight people are less attractive than in shape people. You feel what I'm saying? Overweight people are unattractive or less attractive than people who are thin, who are in shape, who have low percentage body fat percentage. You become more attractive the more body fat percentage you lessen. You lessen the body fat percentage, it increases your chances in dating, man. That's why dudes go out there and do it, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like today, I'm gonna try to work out. I'm gonna try to do something. I didn't do a whole lot yesterday, but I did bust a sweat. But I'm definitely gonna do it today, man. Definitely gonna work out because I see this is a competition. You feel what I'm saying? This is a competition out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It becomes more about your face when you're under 6 feet tall. That's why dudes who are under 6 feet tall, you can't afford to be fat. Under 6 feet tall, chunky, man boobs, man titties, you know, big old pot belly. You feel what I'm saying? You can't afford to have none of that shit, bro. In this highly competitive dating market, you can't afford to have none of that shit unless you got money. Like I said, you can always get away with a little bit of overweight if you got money. Got money, you can look at Puffy. Was a Notorious P.I.G. Notorious P.I.G. I fucked up his name. Look at Biggie Smalls. You know, Big Papa, and all that other stuff. Like, bro, he couldn't be able to get rid of that. He couldn't get, like, he won't be able to get away with that if he didn't have the bread, man. That's why he became one of the best rappers in the world, because he knew that women weren't gonna fuck with him, bro, if he didn't have the money. Now, he was a small-time drug dealer when he was coming up. Maybe because of that, females would have given him the time of day. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a little bit of bread, but you gotta understand the odds are stacked against you as a man. That's why you can't afford to be fat, you can't afford to be broke, you can't afford to be struggling in all those. If you broke, you better have a six-pack, and you better be decent looking. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta go. You guys have a good day, man. It's already 40 minutes into this live already. You guys have a good day. Peace, man. I'm out.